I open the Recreation Committee meeting Wednesday, November 5th at 6:30 p.m. Members present. We'll start down that end.
No. Sorry. Mary Anastasio.
Michael Crouch.
Daniel Jones. John Regan.
David Roll.
And Mark Stamp. But before we go further, I do need to apologize to the group. I thought I had sent out the agenda. It didn't get posted, and I screwed up everybody's Monday and Wednesday. And
I swear I saw it.
I did too. Now I'm going to take full responsibility for it.
Oh, it was on the calendar site. It was on the calendar.
But that's
Yeah.
not enough. It needs to be posted where it's supposed to be. Interesting enough, and we'll talk more about it under correspondence. I did get an email from the IT person saying there's changes to the.
Today, they switched to
All right,
another
yeah.
new site, yeah. So,
New website, new everything.
yeah, it's got pretty pictures.
And easy to add agendas. The agendas, you just go to the
I did not
agenda.
try to sign up.
Well, we'll get to that correspondence.
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to read the meeting, John passed out the minutes from God only knows when.
July 29th.
July 29th? I'll give you guys a second. I will,
Yeah, those are right.
I think that Wednesday worked out really well for me as far as timing. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I'll try to keep things as brief as possible. Okay, we're gonna, all right, so approval of previous minute meeting.
Well, the July meeting.
Yeah. Do a second on that?
Second.
Any discussion on it? All in favor of those beautiful minutes? Aye. Okay, done. All right, correspondence.
Can you get those to Joy? Had
Yes.
emailed me.
Do we have October's?
No, we don't.
Okay, sorry. I didn't hear it, sorry.
Yeah, that's on me. Yeah, I will forward it with an approved notation on it, and send it to IT and Joy, so they're aware of it.
Question for you. On the minutes, is there any way that we can put what the date is at the top? Is it, the old ones didn't have it. Oh, they did? Okay,
Yeah,
never
I put
mind.
it right up there.
Never mind. I always miss that. I was searching for old minutes. Okay, perfect, never mind. Correspondence. Is that, want to start down there with Mary? Or is it Mike? Who wants to do correspondence tonight?
I just your track coach.
Okay, yeah.
If you want to talk about that.
Take it over.
So, I actually had a meeting with him today. We took after school today, took a walk towards Manters down the pathway. I'm sure you guys are all aware of the path from Triton's campus through to Manters, right?
Yep.
And so he'll come with a more completed pitch come December 1st meeting. But the general gist of what he told me today was two primary things. One, he wants to take that path there and have a kind of like a branching path off that into another part of the Triton campus towards the backfields, just to kind of give another path for people to walk onto campus and also to give more room for the track and cross country people to run on. And from what I've seen, the people who are mowing and maintaining that are already kind of making their own little pathways through, so it doesn't seem like it's a ton of extra go out of the way to do it. It basically just seems to me like a mow through kind of deal, and then we'll meet on the other side through Triton's campus. And then also the other side of Manters, not the Triton side, the other side, there's the trail that goes through the woods by the marsh. And he wants to probably next summer go through and have him and some of his cross-country kids go through and just kind of clear that out, kind of clear the brush, take down any dead trees, move them off the path, make it more open and available for people to walk on, run on whatever, because with the location of Triton, there's really no really no sidewalks around there, so he's just trying to get as many places for
Pedestrians.
for people to walk around, or even for his kids to run through, because he doesn't want to be sending the cross country kids on the street, because he doesn't want anyone getting hurt, and so he's just trying to, so he's offering his own time to clear the trails that already exist, and he's just asking that we have whoever's maintaining the path between Triton and Manters to kind of connect Triton through another trail. And it doesn't seem like it's anything that's going to take a lot of time or go out of anyone's way. Really the main thing he wanted me to ask you guys was, is there anything in particular that you'll need from him when he comes? Because he wants to work as closely as he can with us. Because he'll bring maps, he'll bring his plans, but he's curious if there's anything in particular you want.
I think Mark has dealt with that a bunch of times, so he has more knowledge on that than I think.
Unsuccessfully, mind you, but I've dealt with it.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's a great opportunity to utilize that part of the field. When you say the connection from the Triton campus, my working assumption is behind I call it the JV girls softball field.
Yes.
That connects, it goes through a wooded area.
Goes through a wooded area, then there's the wetlands with like the little half bridge there.
Well, you go through the wetlands and you come up a short rise about 4 feet, then there's a steel plate bridge. Then it goes into another marshy area, but it goes up the hill. And to the right, you go around, and then if you go up the hill a little bit, there's another path that they cut through, and then to the top of the hill.
Yes.
That's one. There used to be another path that's long since gone. I doubt I could even find it. That was over by the girls' practice lacrosse field. That would connect down into the path that we just talked about. And that might be an option to look into if it doesn't impede the wetlands. That one of the problems, if we don't redo the bridge, because that is part of an area of critical resource, and it has all kinds of complications with the Conservation Commission.
Yep.
When you say the walking path, on the other side of the fields, there's actually two paths. There's one that goes adjacent, along the steep edge of the Parker River. And that loops around to what I call Schroeder's Point, and then it comes back around. You have to go up that knoll and then come around. There's a second one that you go across about 20 feet of marshland. There's Phragmites in there. Then it goes up to woodland uplands, and there's a loop around there. There's a little camp some kids have built back there.
The one that he was showing me is the one that goes by the old runway.
If you go down to the tarmac,
Yeah.
and then across the short area of wetlands,
Yep.
and then up into the field. Okay, great. That would be wonderful.
And so he's just making sure that he's going through the right, the right people to have him and some of his cross-country kids just go through and clear that path for people.
That'd be great.
Your impression at this, you walked it, right? You said.
Yes.
Your impression is it's just they need to keep cutting, or are they like small trees, or?
Are we talking about adding the new path, or are we talking about clearing the old
Yeah,
path?
just in general.
Uh,
I mean, because if it's just mowing, that
They're already
Yeah,
down there.
they're already down there mowing.
the quieter we are about this, the better, it might be. Let's not turn it into a project. Let's just get the guys to
Get them running.
get the right. Yeah.
Get the kids
You're-
off the streets.
That's
you
right.
already have your map open. Do you mind if I show you?
No, go ahead.
So I'll kind of show everyone. So the path right here is the one that he's talking about. And so what he's looking for is just kind of like cutting through here, just cutting through this little area.
Right. Look like there's many trees. So
There doesn't
Is
seem
that
like
wet? Is that water there? Or that's a tree?
that's I think that's tree line.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent.
And so it's just cutting through this little area onto the Triton fields it just seems like they're just mowing through, you know, just right here to here.
Can they go through at 30 miles an hour like they mow everything else?
They might need to take it a little slower, seeing as it's all.
With the discharge
there
pointing
anything
towards the
that's needed?
pickleball field.
That's your
and where
question.
people-
Yeah, is there anything that you'd like him to bring to the meeting? Anything in particular that you think he'll?
Rakes.
But
That's great. I think that's great news.
all right, I'll
Is
let
that-
him know.
That wouldn't be considered Central Park, would it?
That would be discussed later.
I think it would be part of the Central Street recreational area.
Okay.
And that's to be determined later on.
Depends on property line.
I don't know, there is such thing as a property line.
It has to be.
I don't think we
I don't know what you
do.
mean by that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
there's always.
It depends on where it is on Triton, depends on where it is on Central.
Yeah,
Street.
yeah.
But
So-
yeah, his idea
There's always
is
a jurisdictional line as well.
yeah his idea is like he was talking with the groundskeeper. The groundskeeper seems on board with the idea. From what he was telling me was like, whatever we're doing, we'll cut through whatever jurisdiction we have, and then the Triton will just meet in the middle. And so I don't think there's going to be any, unless there's like other jurisdictions, if it's just between Triton and Central Street Fields, I don't think there's going to be any, you know.
There isn't, the properties abut each other.
Yeah.
You know, on the other side is, they just opened a open space I was talking about. There's one that cycles behind Caldwell Farm now. There's actually a trail there, which comes out of Triton, I'm told, and I haven't walked it yet.
That, when Caldwell Farms was being developed, part of the order of conditions was the walking trail.
Right.
20 years later, we finally get it.
Yes.
The parking is on the street, but it doesn't connect to, because what,
Doesn't connect to the campus.
it does,
Okay.
the designated trail does not cross into property of Triton. It
Gotcha.
comes close to it, but I think they did it intentionally not to.
Anyway. Excellent. You said two things. Branching path and,
Branching path and clearing out one of the existing wooded paths.
okay,
And so he'll come in December 1st, finalize
yeah.
plans with us.
So what could we propose to him for the bridge? Do you think the bridge as is okay? Doesn't it go underwater at certain?
And it doesn't go into it, it's a steel-plated bridge,
Okay.
and it's no bigger than this table.
Some elbows can be thrown.
So my problem with the existing bridge is, as it stands, that is the that's like the primary planned escape route if there were, say, God forbid, like a shooter situation at Triton. That is that trail that he wants to extend off of is the existing like evacuation route for Triton if need be. And that trail, that bridge only goes about the length of this table. Not the trail, the bridge only goes about that length of the table. So so my brother is wheelchair bound, and he doesn't go Triton anymore. But if there were another kid who is wheelchair bound or say has crutches, if there is any, if it's not dry, if there's any wetlands at all, which it is, it's going to be really hard to get them through, especially if there's already a bunch of people trying to evacuate through there. And so I don't know where our jurisdiction lies. I don't know where what we're capable of doing with that. But I feel like it is the fact that the bridge doesn't extend all the way.
I would guess just by looking at it, that bridge sort of is the cross point of Triton property versus
Border, yeah.
the town.
If you go to the assessor's map on the
Yeah.
town, the property line between Triton and the, Triton and the town is closer to the woodlands.
Okay. So
Well, I think that that could be, not good news. I mean, that could also be a source of funding, because we need to make this a proper evacuation.
Yeah, that's something that
No,
I
I keep it in your pocket. I think that, because if that gets sloppy, and I think that the couple of times I've done it, it was wet, like you sink
Yeah.
up to your ankles wet.
When I did the walk today, it was my feet were sinking in the
Well,
wetlands.
yesterday too, yeah.
And so in just coming from the perspective of someone with a wheelchair-bound
Sure.
sibling,
Hmm.
I think it's important that we make sure that it is handicap accessible because, we don't want to leave anyone behind. Absolutely. In an
No.
evacuation situation.
No? And you want them accounted for.
Exactly.
And again, it's not good news, but I think that, shame on us that hasn't happened already, if that is the evacuation. I think
Yeah,
it's
that
the
is-
sense I'm shooting for.
Yeah.
Oops, I'm trying to.
Poor choice of words. Okay, any other correspondence?
As I said earlier, the IT person sent me an email about who should have access from the Recreation Committee to post meetings, minutes, and agendas. We should have 2 people
Yep.
at least. One, and then if there's somebody else who would like to volunteer, I don't mention names.
Everyone's looking at you, John Regan.
No, I was looking at Mick. Mick's the IT guy.
Well, he's already doing
Yeah.
my rec.
Oh, Mark's resigning from it?
So,
No, we should have 2.
Well, that's
so
two.
you would be
Nick-
Mark's,
Nick and you would
basically
too.
you would be Mark's
Be the backup.
I don't see why we all,
Mike's my backup for payments.
right.
Yeah.
So you would be Mark's backup for that. So
Don't sell it that way.
I have
He'd
to.
be second in charge.
As long as
And
I
that
don't have
way-
to sit through a YouTube video to create meetings.
Well, that I don't know. That.
No,
I think
it's
you
a
should
learning,
sit
it's a
with
learning
John.
experience.
Yeah, I think-
We spent like 15 minutes on water balloons for that meeting. And I didn't want to miss a thing, so I had to listen to every word about water balloons for Newburytown Day.
I'm sure that John would be able to streamline.
Streamline the process.
And I think he can give you written instructions as well, so there's tools that they've provided to the rest
No,
of us.
yes, I will do it.
Yeah, I use the old old meetings as templates, and I just
Yeah.
like fill in.
Uh,
Goes pretty quickly. And
But
I think,
I almost am of the opinion, if that's how we're gonna fetch mail, then we should probably all do
Yeah.
it like
Oh, it's not mail. This is
Okay.
just who gets to post the agenda minutes, primarily the agenda. So when I screw up again, or I'm not in town,
we
there's
can
a
back you up.
change.
Yeah, yeah.
There's somebody else
Yeah,
who
yeah,
can do it.
okay, no, that's fine.
It's not the logging in to get correspondence is going
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
Can I also just make a suggestion about the agenda piece? The only reason I caught that was because I was going to print the agenda for the meeting. I usually take my notes on the agenda, and that's when I noticed it on Monday at 3:30 or something. Maybe everyone should be in the habit of checking that the agenda is posted, and maybe even post it a whole week ahead of time.
we got it, Tom.
Yeah,
If your agendas are pretty regular, pretty normal, there's nothing new on there,
Yeah.
I would say post it the Monday before.
And, well,
Everybody should look at it, make sure it's there.
So again, I go back to the July meeting, and the July meeting, we did 6 months worth of meetings, and you said you were gonna go and book the room for the
Yeah.
next 6 months, and I'm like, that's probably what happened that last week, or what happened with today versus Monday, was we might have booked.
no, the script was me. The script was me.
No, it was posting, it was,
Yeah.
he didn't post the agenda.
Gotcha.
On the right spot.
But I think, right, so
Yeah.
it was posted, just where the public wouldn't find it.
Would not be looking for a word required.
So technically it wasn't posted.
I've left.
But I think you, as a group, you need to look at it the week
Yes.
before, instead of doing this mad rush.
I typically do it just because I can't remember what the date is.
Well, again, going back to, it was really nice to have it booked 6 months out every Monday, and try to keep to that schedule so we know. And I've tried to do it on the Monday before, giving us a week to look at it. Tuesday, if I screw up, because Monday is massage, and I talk too much after that. But yeah. So,
I mean,
yes,
it
it's
needs to
a
be
great
posted
idea.
before that, it's, it doesn't, this,
Wednesdays you could
you
do,
just have to do it 48 hours ahead of time.
Wednesdays you could do cold yoga.
That was just today, John Regan.
Whoa.
The
The
heat wasn't working
HVAC
this
guy
morning.
came to
Oh, cold
the,
yoga.
yeah, to the field house.
As opposed to hot yoga.
Is it cold? It's not working, the field house heat?
It was 58, I
Look,
think.
all they had to do was move a little bit faster in yoga, and they were fine.
She changed the whole routine, so.
Okay.
If the HVAC guy will be back tomorrow, so everything should be fine by next week. I already talked to James about it.
Okay.
If John and IT can forward the directions, I'll be your backup.
Be my backup, or?
I'll be
No,
his
John's
backup.
gonna be the backup and then.
Mike can be the backup to the
John's-
backup.
So you're third, but you're in the loop, so yeah, I will write to,
Yeah, I already have
IT.
access.
okay.
But John's the backup to.
This new website, there seems to be a template set up. So you just pretty simply do agendas and just type in and you're good to go. So,
Maybe.
appears that way.
I mean, I'm looking, I'm on it now and I can't
Well,
quite
there's-
necessarily
there's-
figure out how to
It's all
post
tabs, some of it wasn't up.
But-
There was an agendas, and then there was no section on minutes, because I wanted to go refer to another old minutes
So I believe you post your minutes through the agenda.
yeah, you do,
through the agenda.
through the agenda. You take a look at the agenda, it gives the agenda, and like, we could go back and
It's like a little
Look at-
teeny pull down.
it's right there. There's
Or it
two
should be,
boxes.
if there are minutes there, you
Yeah,
can see it.
yeah, the minutes have
So if
been
you couldn't see
posted.
it, there's probably no minutes.
Well, and the one I was looking for was the one that didn't have minutes, so it looked funky.
Yeah.
All right.
Correspondence, anything else? Going once, going twice?
Did everybody see the thank you card? We got a thank you card.
This is lovely.
The,
This is lovely.
it's like my favorite card of all time.
We can put that up.
I
on our
have to
bulletin
say
board.
it's lovely. Special thanks to John Regan and the Newberry Rec Committee for your help.
Well,
That's,
see, that's,
Oh,
yeah.
your name is in.
yes.
Lights.
Go
It's
everybody,
nice. It-
go
it's-
everybody here for all your hard work.
It's enhanced.
It's just, I was just trying to rub it in, actually.
Yeah.
Did you make that card yourself?
I did.
And the artwork is absolutely stunning.
That's a first job. Bills and claims?
Just water bill.
Excellent. How much was the water bill just for?
You know what's so funny? I did not open it.
Yep.
And so I can't state.
I wonder
But
if-
generally, over the course of a year, the water bill is, where is that? About $300, $250, $260
A month?
a year.
I mean,
No,
quarter,
for a
quarter.
year.
Oh, for the year?
For the year is
Oh,
about
awesome,
$260.
awesome.
So
Okay.
it's
It's just
not
the building.
a lot of water.
There's a lot of people flushing toilets, so.
There is a lot of toilet
Going
flushing that goes on.
Bills with Mellow. In
Didn't see
years
one.
past, when there was no activity in the building during the winter, we would shut them down at the end of the soccer season in November, so like last pick it was in November. We want to keep the tradition of closing it down for
I think so.
through April. You guys don't produce much.
No, DPW's there every day cleaning, so
Yeah.
they can always take whatever.
So we want them to take it out?
No, we
No,
leave it in
we leave it,
Lock
we
it.
just lock it, they don't pick it up.
And they don't do a pickup.
Okay.
But DPW, if there's anything internal, they can, I'm sure, take it. So.
Yeah.
They're not going to fill it up.
We're gonna lock it,
I will
like wrap
ask.
it in chains.
I will ask.
It's not gonna, yeah, he knows what it's like, so.
So the only other question that I have, I know soccer is there for this month, basically.
Another week maybe.
Couple
I don't
weeks,
have a
whatever.
schedule for it.
And of course, this is a question that always comes up, the soccer
Getting the stuff off the
Next.
bill.
gear.
I will
Next.
send an email out.
Because I think last year we left one, or they left one,
Uh,
or someone moved one, or I don't know how it got there, but there was one that was left. And it did do some damage, so I just want to call
Yeah,
that
so
out.
that's,
At this point,
it's a good idea about
Proactively?
that. At the end of the season, I think everything should go completely, like completely off the field. The
Yeah.
only reason I say that is because then that will prevent the April
early start.
early start people, just sort of abusing sections of the field.
so
There is
when
a-
we say everything, we talk about the boxes that we allow,
The boxes that we care about, but more so the goals.
goals,
Yeah.
the lights.
Lights are
They'll
down
take
there
it.
rented, but yeah, and when
I
they,
don't know if they're going.
and one of our select board members made a good suggestion that when they move and they typically do it during the winter nonetheless, make sure the netting's down so nobody climbs on it, and put it down out of sight down in the tarmac area.
Yeah. I know last year it did not happen, so.
Uh,
There's been a lacrosse net out all summer in the driveway
Yeah, I saw that.
of the garage.
Yep.
So
So if you,
who's-
you no need to, I think all the other stuff is gone, but somehow it wound up there, and it
Yeah.
hasn't moved, yeah.
I think we were courteous in allowing soccer and lacrosse to leave one net out between the summer, the spring
the
term
spring and
and
the
the
summer,
summer.
yeah.
So that kids could, I mean, I'd see a number, I know that the girl working on
Yeah.
her work. That's what it's for, the fields are for.
Yeah.
But to have 30 of them out there,
Correct.
they can
So
leave
that was
one.
soccer probably
When
moved it
is the
down there
last
just
day
to
of
get
soccer?
off the field. Because there was no lacrosse, yeah, okay.
Wait,
I can just
No, it'll be
remind-
done
No.
by the week.
what's the actual date? Because I sent an email and they were like, oh, we still have 2 more days.
I'm looking at,
What's the actual
Monday,
last
November
date?
24th, this seems to be their
24th.
last day.
The 24th? So
That's what it
that's
looks
the
like.
Monday of Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving week.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, we should just send them a reminder with the understanding they have until Tuesday, the 25th, but we
Yeah.
want everything
Yeah.
clear. Because there was things left and there was issues coming into the spring, so.
Can we get all that contact info, I felt? Like, I'm told there's a new president of soccer. And I've actually talked to her at the field.
Yeah, it's no longer Jason, yeah.
Yeah.
It should be on the application.
Danielle?
No, Danielle is Rush.
Rush.
Or not Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rush. I
We
don't-
haven't had an application for soccer since last fall.
From
Last-
whom?
Last spring. Yeah, so we've only had Rush and lacrosse. Newberry has moved to Raleigh. They moved to Raleigh last season. No, I don't know.
Okay.
So they've not, I've gotten Rush in here, and for next season, I've gotten nothing from Drayton. I do have something to talk about for later when it comes to requests. So.
Yeah, because Triton just used the field this year.
Yeah, I think in
November.
the spring.
No, they have it reserved, unless I'm wrong here, November 8th to 25. Yeah, Saturday, November 8th, 2025, they've got Saturdays, and then they have weekdays.
Oh yeah, lacrosse is not right now, but Triton is. Triton is
Okay,
soccer.
yeah, I see lacrosse be the,
Mhm.
they were kind of, all right. Anything else?
No.
Okay, but can we finish that thought though? So it's on the application goes to the clerk's office?
What would you
I don't
say?
think I've ever seen in my 2.5 years an application.
Hmm?
Okay, now the
Communication.
applications are all with my rec.
Yeah, it's on.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I
it should be
I could
posted.
see it online, okay.
Yeah.
All right, no, it's just,
So John's question was, where's the application? And it should be here.
Yeah, it's on here.
And if they do send it in by paper,
I don't think.
ideally they give it to the town assistant administrator so she can timestamp it, and then she would alert Mike or David as president, and then we do the work for them.
Or leave a copy in the box and but basically everything has gone from my rec for the last number of years.
So along those lines, we have a brand new website, which supports 90% of what my rec does.
excellent. What's the
Uh,
10% that's not?
Detailed invoicing.
We send invoices to.
Huh?
What
Like
we said.
like I have to type in the math on it and it shows it. Versus like in the new system, I'll have to send a here's your invoice. But it comes pretty much spot out of the. I've been working with Joy on this. It covered
Most things I do with
Joy.
joy and vigor, yes.
But I'm
So she
still.
is the assistant town administrator, just so people know what that.
Yeah, so Joy, the assistant town administrator, I'm not recommending anything yet at this point, but like, I still need to get in there and make sure that it does the 90% well. But it might be a
So
solution.
something like program registration would be,
We can put facilities in
attendance, yeah,
here and
excellent.
registrations and
Excellent.
costs.
Yeah, so it's, what you're basically sort of intimating is that if we don't use my rec anymore, then at this point, they'd have to have a paper application just delivered to town hall?
No,
No, it's online.
On the
really?
town, the
It's
town's
online
new
through the
website.
website.
So basically, we're in 25, 26 fiscal year, right?
Yeah.
So we have a 4% increase with MyRec, right?
Which starts
That
in
starts in
January.
January. And that bill comes in I think, the fall. So we should plan to stay with MyRec. However,
Can we go month to month?
I don't know. I've only seen a yearly invoice.
It's a good question to ask.
Yeah. If we can go month to month for like 3-4 months just so we can see if we can get ourselves straight up here, they'll save us some money.
All right, I can call. Find out.
Or if we can't go month to month, just go to the end of this fiscal year. And that way, we have time and.
Well, it might be a yearly, I don't know.
Might be a year.
I think it's
It might-
a year. but-
If it's
Yeah.
a yearly contract, it's, which I think it could be, but I don't know. So I'll find out. I'll follow up with
I'm
them.
sure it's negotiable.
But we don't want, obviously, we'd have to run somewhat parallel and phase it, and,
Yeah.
but then
Do
there's
that
an
many people
additional
use it?
savings.
I mean,
We get 3 people that use it.
well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure we need to even bridge it. It's just like there's a new website,
Yeah.
because you can do it with an email. I mean, it's nice.
Yeah. And I
But
know
to get
other
to the
people-
next point, like, we're gonna have a basketball clinic, sign up for the basketball clinic. It would be nice if that was in place, but I don't think we know how to do it on MyRec anyway. We kind of would have,
Yeah, it's.
I got the court
a mess.
reserved, but I haven't got any players reserved.
Setting up a facility is significantly easier on our website.
Excellent, well, that's progress.
Yeah.
Because that MyRec,
The-
that hasn't changed in a long time.
Part of that 10% that's not quite there is a tiered pricing structure in
Yeah.
MyRec. And there's a base tier and then there's an add-on. So like it doesn't support that 3 level real well. But that is actually only really valuable if we are choosing to do billing online, which it does also support billing online,
Yeah,
which MyRec didn't.
can you take credit cards?
Yeah. But we'd have to get that tiered pricing, or we'd have
And
to
you
have
to
some
be able
sort
to
of.
take credit cards too, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it sets up taking it directly and putting it directly into the town's bank account. But yeah, it does take credit cards through the system.
Yeah, good, good,
So I'll keep you updated on that.
yeah.
I have not had time to play with it yet. Much.
I'll finish the Word doc if you finish the website.
The Word doc's ready.
Hmm?
I just need to send it to you
Well,
guys
you
to
just
get it
whine.
approved. Yeah, I mean, so that is,
Because I felt like I was really like, it was productive time, and I'm like, oh,
Absolutely.
that one's got a line after it, and this one doesn't have a line over it. Nick would love to fix that. And it's like, I'm trying to do that.
formatting and copy and paste and paper apply.
It is.
Different subject, we've gone totally off subject.
Yes, we have. It's a tangential conversation, Bernadette, thank you.
All right, application for Fields Court, Fieldhouse, or others.
There is, Lacrosse has a request in for 11:15 for 9:30 to 11:30. We're open during that time. That is we've got Rush is already requested for next spring, but we're not doing that until January.
Correct.
So Lacrosse is the only thing that we've got to go off of right now.
Is it 1 day?
1 day, 2 hours.
Yeah. I assume we should vote on that. What time is it again?
9:30 to 11:30.
And no one's on the field.
15th. No one is on the field.
All right.
So make a motion to accept lacrosse application pending documentation, usual documentation of, what's that thing called? Insurance.
Core
and
insurance
all that
binding,
stuff. It's, I know soccer gets their binder. This was a problem in years past, that the binder for, say, for soccer comes out 1st of September, and it would cross over with the application for the falls, and they wouldn't redo the new one. And what we've tried to explain to soccer and lacrosse is every time you put an application in, you need to resubmit all those documents. I don't care if you already have it.
Yeah.
This is the old way, we give you a paper copy. It's not our job to go back and find your application from years past. So if there's a way it's put on, we can ask them to make sure that's in there, that'd be great. And if they say, well, we already submitted it, it's a new
Do it again.
application.
I second that motion. All in favor, or you want to have discussion on that? Nope. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, done. Updates and old business. It's the same old, same old. Pickleball, ping pong update?
They're still out there playing, but
That's under rec committee, then it's not
yeah,
under
yeah,
COA.
yeah.
Is that Mike's gang?
No.
No,
No, that's John Regan.
the morning crew is still playing.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And that's not COA, that's just,
That's just rec.
all right, excellent.
I'm not sure I have to get a permit for it. Do you have a ping pong date?
It'll be in January.
Just.
Yeah, we're taking
second.
December, there's too much going on in December, and we figured, I talked to Tom Andrews anyways, and he's up for setting up and breaking down
Yeah, good.
on Thursdays. So we would like the field house on Thursday mornings, this is new, from 9 to 11, from January through like April, I think, or March. If I can have it through April.
Yeah.
I think it's probably best. Do April.
And we're gonna move one table down here and play here on Tuesdays, right?
No.
Just,
Well, that's a good idea.
Tuesdays are packed here, you'd be fighting with Mahjong and
That's fine.
Can you do me a favor and send me an email on that just to remind me to book?
put it in there?
Yeah.
We can take it, put it in the car.
All right, what were your dates again, Cindy?
Thursdays, starting in January.
Yep,
It won't be the first Thursday, because I believe that is
I'll just say January. From 9 to 11?
9 to 11,
Until April?
yes.
I make a motion to approve COA using the field house on Thursdays between 9 and 11 a.m. From January to April.
Do you have a second?
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Done. Okay, that was easy. That's the easiest thing tonight. Water bubbler update, I have nothing. DPW maintenance schedule, I think we talked about that, right? They are planning on doing that. And-
You can probably take that off your agenda.
Yeah,
well, I'm leaving it on until it's done, because usually by now they're starting to put the equipment away.
Mhm.
okay.
And
And it hasn't been done,
what, in years past, it was the very last thing they did, because
Okay.
it chews up the blades.
okay.
I thought I saw them doing that yesterday or today when I was driving. But
I
couldn't-
was out there this morning, but.
Why don't you look tonight?
Putting stuff away?
Yeah, when they put their mowers away, they winterize them.
Yeah.
And it would be just before they literally bring them into the shed, they run them down the hill up and down. And then
Oh,
when the blades
see.
are
Oh,
done.
okay. They didn't cut the sledding trail, I guess.
I didn't see it today. I didn't see it coming
But
here.
those things don't go in the garage either. The mowers, I think, they trailer them in, so.
Okay,
No, yeah.
yeah, I
They probably-
put it in the
they-
The
basement.
garage doors is kind of rickety, I think. They might just, yeah,
Anywhere they put it, I don't care, as long as they get the hill done.
right.
Did anyone do anything with the shade? I was just starting tonight about the shading
Yeah,
permit
it's an
structure.
interesting meeting. We talked about a lot of stuff that we didn't carry over because Mark wasn't here. He didn't put up the next agenda. No, and I mean, that's just showing your worth. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
You remember this stuff.
I
yeah.
screwed up.
Well,
That's
no, I
your
screwed
word.
up 'cause Shade structure, I'm trying to
I called
remember the
on
meeting
this-
with Tracy that she.
I called on a shade structure and they never called me back.
Oh, you did call?
Yeah.
Tracy said to work with the accountant.
The-
Because I had said something
Not the
about there's a
accountant,
bid
the,
list, there's a bid list for the state, there's
What's
like
his
state
name?
procurement.
Huntress, not the
Well,
accountant.
she said,
No,
well,
no, no,
you
no.
needed to get
Yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Huntress's report, had the shade structures on there, and then there was the budget process of getting 3 quotes.
All right, but she's very specific, because I had said I went down the rabbit hole of this state-approved Like if you want to buy toilet
Vendors.
paper, you can buy
Yep.
toilet paper from a particular vendor at a particular price.
You have to bid it.
If you go down far enough into that 300-page spreadsheet, there's a line for recreation and there's a line for shade structures. And I never got beyond that, like, you know, is there just no one or is there actually something out there? And I thought she said the account.
That would be great if there is such a thing, because then we don't have to do bids and we have somewhat of a price and then we can ask. If we knew it's $10,000, let's say, or 15, we could put that,
On a
In the
special,
budget request.
yeah,
or
Yes.
on a special article.
yeah.
That's what she said.
If it's $10,000, it should probably go in our 50 and maybe we ask for 60 this year. I think that
Yeah, but
that door just swung wide open
But,
in my mind.
but we only get 50. We'd have to ask for an additional
Line item.
line item for the, so.
That's what.
So are we on that topic yet, or are we still?
No, we're
Yeah.
working on
Yes.
it.
Let's stay focused, guys.
Yes,
We're
Jack.
gonna
Oh.
go down a big rabbit hole with that.
Open space report.
They asked us to send them our thoughts and comments.
I think, Mike, did you send?
I was not coming here on Monday, so I
And
sent
you said
my
before.
thoughts of like 3 or 4
I
ideas.
sent one to you.
And Sadie said that she was going to reach out to do a combined meeting.
So is that when we come up with our, because I was thinking the same thing.
Well, Open Space has their next meeting on the 18th.
Next week, yeah.
They
No, the
are,
18th.
we need to have our stuff together, our paragraphs written out for their stuff, and then we'll add them and review them in that meeting with them.
On the 18th.
Yeah.
So we should get that
Yeah,
together.
list.
Are we, I guess, all right, so the question is it just one report from the Recreation Committee?
Yes.
And do they want all of us to show up or do they want representatives?
I think joint meeting would.
But we all can't unless if it's a joint meeting, and then you'd have to post it and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
I think it would be best if we had under quorum with a synopsis of our thoughts and comments presented to them.
Sadie was gonna reach out. Who sent that out? Sadie?
did.
So she was gonna reach out for a joint meeting.
I got an email today just because I had questions on the format that we need to submit this stuff in. And it's just 2 paragraphs essentially per line item that we want to add
But we should-
to their-
we should vote.
to their thing,
Yeah.
describing what we're
Why
hoping
don't you?
for.
Yeah.
Could you send the format to everybody so we're...
Yeah, I'll forward it. But she said she's gonna reach out and try to do this, reach out to us tonight to try to forward us about the meeting.
John has a list of similar to
viewers, I think we were in line with each other. We had one kind of, I was a little more vague with the land, I think.
Okay.
Just went blank, Kent Way. You said develop a softball field, which I'm thrilled with,
Yeah.
but
if we can go over
I'm
those.
fine with
no,
being more
let me-
vague.
let me go through it, because we're very similar, and I think we all feel the same way.
And then we could-
The first one I had was continue to implement stages of the Central Park, I got that in there. Master plan, starting with prioritization of remaining items, then planning to seek grants and/or make presentations to the town meeting for funding as a goal. You know, these are 5 goals of the, number 2, work closely with Borders to Boston Trail Committee for building rail trails south and north segments. Can't disagree with that. I don't think you had that one. 3, create a long-term plan for Pearson baseball softball facility, including capital improvements.
Cool. Good.
Was Pearson just Pearson Field?
Pearson Field,
Yeah, the one.
because that was like, all of a sudden, we had
We have
control.
accepted
Yes,
responsibility.
yes. And 4 was create a plan for Kent Way property, which you were much more specific about.
Well, Kentway property is Pearson.
Well, actually.
I was referring to the ball field as it exists now, like the
Okay.
dugouts are in pretty rough shape.
Yeah.
Someone should cut the infield again, you know,
So they said something that could be even from 1 to 5 years or longer.
yeah, well, yeah, these like
So I think-
5-year
I think
specific
that's
goals.
completely
Which is why I had the Kent's Way, like, because they
As
back
a-
up to each other.
Yeah, as an umbrella for both of those
Right.
properties. I think that's,
Did we ever get someone sent the plan?
Tracy has the plan.
What was the plan?
What was?
What was on it? Like, is there a
Two-
softball field in there?
Two baseball fields,
Yeah.
3 basketball courts,
Oh,
a partridge and a small kiosk, and parking for 55.
3 basketball courts.
Yeah. And at that time, the projected
6
cost
pickleball
was.
courts.
And
One track mind.
Isn't that just 3 pickleball courts still?
No, we get 3 in a court.
I wanna-
Oh, it's 9.
yeah.
It's
So,
9
so
courts.
what, wait, here, wait.
What, I asked for 6?
What,
Yeah,
what was the cost?
back then, it was under $200,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's no film, there's no, don't you have to build the land up or?
No, see,
Okay.
but to, Mike, your question, the softball field, Pearson Field, is actually a different lot that was sold by the Riverview Realty Trust.
Okay.
Okay.
That's one. There's another parcel, parcel B, I think they call it, that comes right up to it.
Okay.
And that's the one that is labeled as Kent Way. That's why they call it Kent Way, because the road was Kent Way,
Yeah.
not Lunt. I had asked before the powers that be about the jurisdiction issue. Once that, if we were to develop Kent Way, it makes no sense to have this ball field. You have to go to, and finally they've realized, yeah, that.
Let's
that
name it
makes-
one thing.
Let's keep it, yeah, why are we creating more of a problem? So that would, the idea would be.
Even if it was the sand baseball field, the sand baseball field?
Um,
Soccer field.
Not
Not Memorial, I
but-
said, yeah.
But what happened is, the order of intent was put out, the order of conditions, I think, was approved, and at that time, there was 3 select board members who said, great, let's go for it, because it's town property, make it happen. They didn't want to put money into it, because they wanted to, back then, they didn't want to spend money on things.
So I split them
Okay.
because I don't necessarily think we should be ready to commit that land for recreation because Council on Aging is kind of,
Well, no, I think that we should put it in our plans
Yeah.
and if,
well, that was number 4.
Yeah.
Plan for Kent Way property.
Yeah, yeah.
Without
Yeah, yeah,
necessarily
exactly.
saying.
Yeah.
It's for
Perfect.
recreation, it's recreation land. I think if they came knocking, it was the ideal position.
yeah, because this is
Location.
our goals, right?
Yes, yes,
So
yeah,
forget about anyone
Anyone
else.
yeah. Number 5.
So just real fast on number 1, we talked about the plan for Central Street. I think there's like, I don't know, 10 things on
Yep.
huntresses. So we should list each one of those items. The walking trail in particular, the shade structures, the this, so that
Okay with
it's
that, yeah.
articulated and part of that plan for goals, even if it, maybe a 5 to 10 year plan. But I think we should get detailed and send it over to them.
Okay. And number 5?
And 5 was assist open space committee with deliberations for new recreation spaces as usual parcels become available.
So basically just work.
If they come up with a piece of land, we would help them determine whether we should turn it into a football field or something.
All right, and I'm gonna throw out number 6, and this is just,
Yeah.
if you guys don't want it, that's fine. It would be kind of cool to have a comprehensive trail map of all the trails in Newbury, like walking trails in Newbury.
Open space, I'm
They
pretty
have
sure.
one,
is-
yeah.
Save it.
As close as they can get to it. like
So,
that.
then
Oh,
we don't,
actually,
we
you know
don't
what,
need that.
no, keep the exact same thing, work with the open space committee to get.
To update and.
There's a whole thing in the survey about where would you get that? Like, is it like a PDF online, or is it a?
I think they asked us one time if we had
Yeah,
something.
yeah, and that's when I think they were doing them.
All right, so should we vote on these 6 items to,
Well, for the one
Is
thing
that-
that, there's a couple that I had.
Okay,
One
go ahead.
was, develop a ongoing relationship with the Triton School District about coordinating use of their fields and activities. So for example, a long time ago, they had given us permission to use their tennis courts during the summer. And the sticking point was the select board making we need to have a letter, memorandum of understanding and all kinds of stuff. So how do we facilitate that? For example, during the winter months, maybe coordinating with them to do pickleball inside Newberry Elementary when it's not being used because it's closed, and move it down there.
Is this for the open space?
Open space.
How is that considered open space though, like inside a building?
no, he
Well,
was saying,
I'm
he was
just
saying
saying in
that,
general, but if
Yeah.
you look, for example, we were to use the, coordinate the field use behind Newberry Elementary, that we have no jurisdiction
The
over.
field use, not inside.
Field.
yeah, no,
But-
just feel,
But for the plan, it's that, but the bigger picture is have a relationship with them so that we can utilize the resources that are in this town for the recreation. Forget I said field, indoors, just forget that. To be able to, use the tennis courts. Wouldn't it be great if somebody had extra pickleball courts, or, let's have a multi-COA tournament, and you could have it at the pickleball, at the courts there, because there's, 4 or 5 tennis courts?
But is Triton part of the open space? That's my
I
question.
hear what you're saying. It's a resource within our town.
But is it part of the open space? I don't know if it is, but we can.
I'm
we
just
can
looking at our goals because we're going to be asking it on.
Well, this is,
Well, we've got 2 things that we're kind of overlapping a lot
Yeah.
here, is like the open space needs, and then our future, our budget
Right.
for 2027 that we're asking.
so.
So let's be clear about which one we're talking
Which one are we
about.
talking about on this?
Let's put it aside to
Is this
the
for
next
open
one.
space one? or
Let's
no?
take it out of open space because it
Okay.
causes too many.
so this is the 6.
So is it 5 for the open space?
Yeah.
What
Is
are
there-
the 5 or 6 for open space again?
So right now I've got, continue the Center Street stuff, all the phases that we have in the future. B2B as number 2,
What
Pearson
was
Base,
that? Is number 2? I'm sorry.
B2B Boston to Borders
Gotcha.
Rail
Yeah,
Trail.
yeah,
Number 3 is the Pearson Baseball Field. Number
Yeah.
4, Kent Way.
yeah.
Number 5, assist open space with the rec committee for future plans, right? I think that's what you decided. Am I correct on that one?
Yeah.
And
So who's writing that up?
I can do that. Number 6, should I take out the trail map or work with it?
Continue to put it in there because that's achievable. We can say
Yeah, work
continue
with
to
open
work,
space, yeah.
work to develop and enhance, add to.
Okay.
And that's a pretty easy one, and we can throw that on the rec committee's website.
Say, yeah, that would be.
You'd actually be surprised at how many trails they've identified.
I'm not
Yeah.
surprised by that at all.
So should I take out the developed relationship with Triton School?
Yes.
All right. Any other, you said there was one more, Mark, you had? on
I
your-
can't think of it. Let's just.
Okay, all right, so we'll go with those 6, and I'll just print something out.
Yeah.
Um,
That's good.
And we can send that over to them and say, I hope you like it.
So I forwarded you guys section 6, the analysis of needs, which is what they need to put in their open space for what they're looking for us to be able to write up that analysis of needs.
Okay.
It's a paragraph and a half, 2 paragraphs per what we want, with just details. And I forwarded you I forwarded you everything I got from Sadie on it, which was not a ton,
Okay.
but I also didn't ask a ton, so.
They're working from a template that I think it's pretty much cut and paste, like this is the proper Massachusetts,
need the
open space.
they just need the
They
context.
just need to fill in a couple of the lines,
Yeah.
because it's probably gonna be 4 paragraphs of boilerplate
It's not even, it's two.
with Central Park, yeah.
It's
yeah.
2 paragraphs per like general ask.
So, I'm sorry.
Yeah, send them.
So, should I just am I still going back to doing, 6 or 7 blurbs from what we can do with
Yes.
them?
Yes.
And then they would use that information and put it into their stuff when they put the application in?
Yes, because they're also going to have their own
Yeah,
needs, right?
yeah,
So they're just
yeah.
gonna add our needs into that.
Yeah,
And
so
we'll
they,
have a comprehensive
okay, cool,
open rack, open space.
okay. I think that covers that. New business, documentation for annual report, additional line items. I took pictures today under Cindy's suggestion of when we do the town meeting. So I took pictures of the playground, the little free library, basketball court, field house, and the fields. And I'm gonna try to get that on probably one piece of paper.
So when I submitted my annual town report, I
Yeah.
put pictures throughout.
Oh, you did?
So it's up to you if you have, how you want to do it.
Okay.
But the pictures just add to,
People
people are not
visual.
going to read the text.
Yeah.
But they might be drawn to the pictures, and hopefully they'll read the accomplishments that you guys achieved. So
Okay.
it just helps draw the eye.
Do you want me to pull numbers of number of hours rented, fields rented?
I think that's wise.
Like,
Do like a pie chart.
now you're getting complicated.
Well, if you give it to me,
I'm gonna-
I'll build a
Are
PowerPoint.
you-
Yes, whatever he says, yes.
Are you volunteering to do this?
Yeah, I'll pull numbers.
No, I'm saying you're volunteering to do this for.
No, not at all.
No.
I will
volunteer to
get
go
you
up
the
in
details
hours.
to make it look, to make it,
Cool.
to be impressive.
Well, that's why we need you to do the whole thing, no offense, but yeah.
All right,
We can help you.
all right. When does that have to be in? Cindy, you know that, right?
They wanna meet next 2 weeks.
Mine was due last Thursday.
Different
On the
thing.
budget one?
Different thing.
Not the
Different
budget,
thing.
the annual town report.
Oh.
So that's reviewing your accomplishments for the past year.
I didn't do that this year yet.
So that's what the pictures are for, not for the budget document, for your annual town report.
Okay,
So you're telling everybody, here's what we did,
yep,
and then your goals for next year, which you guys have
yep,
outlined. And they don't have to be, we're gonna do it next year. These are just I would just say these are your goals. So you've got half your report done right here.
Right.
And then Mike's gonna give you numbers, and you can talk about the little lending library,
Coordinating with
the
CLA.
playground, like all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And I would put Newburytown Day in there, you collaborated with the Cultural Council,
yeah.
Courage
Go
for
along
Town
with
Day.
that.
Well, you have
This
the
is a
card.
great picture. This is a great picture.
all right.
This is great PR.
We need John to hold it up though, then we
Yeah,
can
that's
picture
right.
John
Yeah,
holding it up.
Big cheesy grin on his face, yeah, that's exactly.
Circle his name in there.
But, all right, so.
Just a highlighter, I'm not that
The
proud.
agenda.
That's
That's
on
one
the
of the
annual
glitter
report,
and highlight.
That was fun, no, just
So
the
I don't know what
fireworks.
I know what that means.
because that should be for the budget,
Yeah,
not for the annual town report.
right, we need it.
So the stuff we're doing, the fun stuff with the pictures for the annual report
Annual report.
and the budget.
Gives the additional line.
She might have told you to send that to her by the
That's out
17th.
of the 100.
I feel like that email said the 17th.
That trail
Of,
going
of,
down.
of, of,
Annual
of,
town report.
for, of November.
That's his.
Yes.
That-
I know
It
that's
needs to
good,
be in,
yeah.
whatever needs to be in, Tracy said November. But are we ready to talk about the line items? Because that's where we get on stuff. That's gonna be our meat and potatoes.
For the
I've
budget.
been down there in a couple of years, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You guys,
Nothing's all pretty much.
so I can do the fluff.
But, so,
So let's
once
talk
he gets
about-
over here.
I can do the fluff. We can talk
Let's
about
not talk about
Going
that,
anywhere,
let's talk
or
about
he's gonna
meat and
get-
All right,
potatoes.
all right.
You know?
Oh.
So
Okay.
one of the things that she
Yeah.
said in our meeting was if we come up with the expenses, our understanding was we could use
Okay.
the 50K for basketballs,
So
but
literally
we
take
can't.
the kids out the
Correct.
street.
So we need to put
Because I
an
think
additional
they're
line
gonna go to the
item
library,
on
but-
the additional expenses that we
It's not-
have accumulated over the course of
Right in front of the fire station.
So over the last 3 years, we have roughly,
And there's a pack
in
of them,
23,
too.
excuse
Yeah,
me,
they always
22,
run
23,
surprise anyways.
we spent approximately $1,600. In 23, 24, we spent just under 1,000. And in 24, 25, we spent about 800. That's on basketballs, the pickleball nets. Those are things that should not have ever come out of our 50K.
Right.
Yep.
So we, in my opinion, we can discuss it, we should at least ask for an additional line item, in my opinion, of $2,000. It's slightly under our highest, it's, I'd like to, of course, meet that, but we have not.
Well, I think the impression I got was, if we're gonna ask for money, we gotta get 3 quotes.
No, no, no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
that's
no,
different.
that's different. So the basketballs that we purchased, that
Yes.
should not have come out of the
That's
50K.
correct, yes, I understand.
That has to come out of a separate line
An
item.
expense budget.
So,
So I'm saying that we should have an expense line item of $2,000.
Do you
All
have
in
the
favor,
budget
aye.
document?
No. I
Does
I
anyone
did
have
my
the
own,
budget document?
I did my own analysis.
I can look it, but if you look at
the budget document is making no sense, it's just they asking us about wages and salary. And
this is
I-
all instruction.
No, I didn't see it.
This is what you guys are filling out.
Oh,
So
okay.
the top is salaries. So as much as Mike wants to put your salaries on there,
Right?
that one you don't have
We
to worry
work
about.
hard.
So you want to put under expenses.
Correct.
You want to put an expense budget of
Yes,
$2,000.
of
So fiscal
$2,000.
year 27 request would be
The
$2,000.
dollars,
It's a 0%, it's a brand new thing.
Right.
So you're basically saying,
correct.
you're asking for $2,000 for
Basketballs,
expenses
nets.
for anything other, related to anything other than.
But don't we wanna ask for $5,000 for an AED?
Hang
So
on.
DPW, I believe the
What's
fire
an AED?
department.
The
It's
defibrillator.
No, that's on a different thing.
Yeah.
So I
so-
believe that the fire department got a grant.
Right.
So that is not coming out of your, as far as I know, that's not coming out of your expenses.
But I mean, do we wanna go down that road? Like, there are
Yes.
things that,
If we had to, we could put that underneath soccer,
we could put
lacrosse.
the bubbler in there.
Yes.
So
the
I
soccer.
believe she
Outdoor
said that you
budget.
can get that out of your 50,000,
So
because
the
that's
bubble
going
comes out
to,
of the 50 grand.
because
Okay.
it benefits the kids playing.
Basketballs, expenses for the pickleball.
Court.
Yeah.
Court.
For anything with the
Because it's
court.
not a basketball, it's a pickleball court. The
It's a sport
expenses for the court, where is that money coming from? It cannot come out of the 50.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
it has
you
to
want
come
an
out of somewhere
expense
else.
No, that's fine.
Do you want
So
2
you want
grand,
more
do you
than
want 3
$2,000.
grand?
I think
Well,
those.
can we,
Yes.
Mary, I think you're right on target here. I think let's take a minute and just think about
That's what I was
any and
thinking.
everything rather
That's
than
what I was,
one.
yeah.
Well,
As opposed to.
what I did was what we did
I know.
last,
I know. I know.
and we really haven't spent that job. So
No,
this is- Yeah.
Agreed.
I'm
but
with you.
If we're gonna ask for money, I'm not asking we should be saying $30,000, I think we can spend it, but let's take a hard look. I mean, I don't know if it would be in our best interest at this juncture to ask for a part-time person to do.
It, absolutely, it's in our best interest to do that.
Well, I don't know, because I'd rather have it pass and get it established, that we have a line item. 'Cause
So,
the thing-
yeah,
you
so
would do
we're
that
going
with
to do
salaries.
that on the salary.
That's not what I'm saying. I don't want to ask for $50,000 to hire a full-time person,
No,
because it's going to go to the end of town meeting and people will vote it down. I'd rather start off with something smaller.
so,
Is it really a,
So we're gonna
wish-
do
is it a
both.
wish list, Cindy, or
we're
is
going
it?
to, we should do both.
So the way I do
I-
mine, my
yeah.
salaries is my staff, right? So
Right,
if you're looking to do a part-time person, I would put it in there. How many
Absolutely.
hours a week you're looking
But
for.
if we ask,
understand
if
this.
we ask like 3 years in a row versus we get our
Did-
ducks in
did
a
we?
row.
I don't remember
Yes.
ever seeing
No, we
this.
haven't.
I don't remember seeing this, so
No.
perhaps we did, but we
No.
should
No.
put
No, we
this
haven't.
So
in.
she,
We have
I
not.
believe she's been sending this to everyone on the, at least to the chair. I don't know.
I have not seen this, so,
But now I think she started sending it to all of you.
yes.
Because the chair is terrible.
Mary, I hear what you're saying, I think just,
So,
I hear what you're saying, but please let me finish. What I'm saying is, instead of asking for $2,000 and saying, okay, we're not gonna spend, is there anything else we wanna think about? For example, if we're responsible for Pearson, but that's not generating any revenue. Do we need to get anything there? Do we need to get anything to do we're gonna host an event, a summer camp for 1 week, a drop-off camp. Do we want to include something like that? As opposed to just a few articles of $2,000, which would be great to have. At the same point, I'm suggesting we don't overdo it so that people will reject it and say, why do you need a full-time person?
So there's two
Two
There's
items.
two tracks.
One is labor, salary,
One
and
is
the other.
I get that, but
One is, okay,
it's not the format.
Then let me talk.
Yeah, but I think you're
There's
right.
two tracks. One is we have to come up with a line item
Yep,
of our expenses. And I just threw out $2,000 based on historical.
Yep.
We're a committee, we can discuss, that's one point. The
Yep.
other point is, during the conversation with Tracy, we talked about, is there a manner that we could perhaps leverage another town and have the rec person at, say, West Newbury be here halftime? I remember that distinctly, I don't know if you guys do.
I do.
But if we want to propose that, this is the format in order to get it on so that we have something in '27. Otherwise, we
You're on what?
don't have
Yeah.
anything.
and so the way I see this, and I
27?
agree,
Yes, because
Fiscal
we're in
27, we're in fiscal
26.
26 right now.
Alright.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I think
So
that
27.
this is the time we should ask for it, because there's nothing, they're not asking for a new roof on the school, they're not asking to build because they're gonna do that in time. And I've been through this before, they're gonna say COA, they're gonna say new town hall, whatever.
Fire
and-
department.
Yeah, and then we're done, but if we get on the list, then, and so the question is, here's one. Is Sadie part-time?
No, she's
Well, we're
an
all
intern.
35 hours.
She's an intern, so
No,
she-
she's not.
No,
She's
she's
now-
the
oh, she's,
assistant.
oh,
She's the
okay.
assistant town planner.
Yeah.
So she's-
Yeah, so is that something,
That's good.
is that the kind of thing that the town would look at if she's got, 20 hours a week? If we ask for 10 hours from her or whatever a week and we salaried her for 5 hours, I don't know what you guys would suggest if we, is that
So I think-
someone that we could fill in, or how do we go
I
about
think
doing that?
I think what we do is we put the proposed purpose. We want a part-time clerical resource. And
So you're gonna put the amount of money that you want, so if you're,
Yeah, so I
say
don't-
it's $15 an hour, 20 hours a week, or $15 an hour, 5 hours a week, that's what you're gonna put your math in here. And your purpose, your details is, so your purpose would be rec committee
clerk.
clerk, whatever,
Yep.
right? And then you put the amount of money you're looking for, and then the details would be, part-time person to assist with.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing stuff like minutes.
But I don't think you
agendas.
say, can we
No,
have,
no.
can it be 10 hours from someone else?
I don't think that
They
person's
don't
for
think-
minutes or agendas.
No,
Sorry.
it does,
Cindy,
that's,
say that again?
Sadie does the
You
agenda.
couldn't get someone
for B2B.
who's got 5
minutes for
hours a
that.
week?
You could, but that shouldn't be the thing that we put on there.
That's, yeah, that's.
No,
not-
but I'm just saying,
I was talking
that,
to Josh.
Yeah.
there's a lot of clerical stuff, like doing this stuff, that someone else could do full-time.
Well, I'm thinking more of the Myra.
Yeah, exactly, I mean,
That's,
Well, I mean,
Mike's
this-
doing all this work.
like redoing the guidelines, doing the what we accomplish, doing the open space stuff yearly, doing the
Yearly,
budget,
yeah, that's yearly.
So this
managing my
person would be like me. I mean, I'm full-time, right? But I have a council on aging. I meet once a month. I'm the one doing the annual town report. I'm the one doing the budget. I'm the one posting the agendas and posting the minutes.
Yep,
So if you're looking for someone to do that,
yep,
you're putting it on this document.
yeah.
You can ask, there's no guarantee you're gonna get it.
No.
But you ask for what you feel
Want.
you need.
Yeah.
And who will approve those requests before it goes to,
So this goes to the town administrator.
okay, and she
Then it's
can,
her awful job to try and figure out everybody's budgets and what
what can work?
fits and what can. I will tell you, from a personal perspective, I mean, she's been awesome with the
Yeah.
Council on Aging.
Yep.
From the time I started to now. But last year, I had zero increase in my expense budget. There just wasn't room for any, I had a increase in
An
salaries.
override, I mean, yeah.
But there was
You're
no
lucky you
room.
didn't
So,
cut, yeah.
so a department like mine, I'm sort of down here. Public safety, right? DPW, council on aging.
Yeah, and
So I have a feeling you're in
Way,
this
way
area.
below that.
So I would say.
That's okay, but at least let's get on.
You asked for
Right.
it.
Yeah,
Ask
so
for it.
I think that we should, I think that if you wanna take that into the budget, if you wanna tackle that form
Yeah,
and ask for $3,000 for other, whatever.
that's for the
Yeah,
expenses.
and then if we say
And then what about for the purpose?
Clerk.
clerk, and we'll say,
Part-time clerical.
Part-time clerical.
Yeah,
And
part-time
how many
clerical.
hours are we thinking? 20,
5 a week, maybe, at most.
10?
Yeah.
10 hours? Let's round up.
I mean, think, like,
gotta be-
I'd
we're
say,
meeting
I'd say 5 hours a week.
5 hours a week, because that's 20 hours a month, like, we're meeting once a month.
Yeah, because they come to the meeting,
Oh, 5 hours a week, okay.
yeah, they come to a meeting,
I
there's
mean,
2 hours
if
there.
that, right?
Yeah,
Could we get a senior volunteer for that? Would that fly?
So, are you talking about senior
No.
property tax? I would not do something
Yeah,
like this.
We need
with a-
consistency.
Yeah, I wouldn't do, I would,
This?
yeah. I don't, who's,
Whose is this?
Is it okay if Mary takes it?
That was
yeah,
mine,
yeah, yeah.
Do you mind, Chuck?
It's yours.
But then your expense budget is where you wanna ask for whether it's $2,000.
Yeah, what amount do
Or if
you
you're
wanna-
talking about other things that you
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
add on to that, you guys can come up with a
Yeah.
number and say, this is what we'd like for an expense budget to be used for.
Because this needs to be turned in, right?
Yes,
So when, how much do we want to put in there, guys?
5.
$5,000.
Works for me.
For salary?
No.
For other.
expenses. For other.
5 is great, yeah.
Yeah, 5 is great. We may not get it, but maybe we will.
Ask for it. I mean,
Yeah.
I asked for
What
more
do we
last
want?
year and she had to
Right.
cut me off.
You wanna call it recreational equipment?
No,
If you-
I'll make it,
So mine
I'll
is just
find
listed as
something.
expense budget. That's all I
Yeah.
listed as, expense budget.
Yeah.
So I use that for copy paper, for coffee, for programs, for, it's kind of all encompassing.
Snacks?
Snacks.
Yeah.
Snacks.
That's the important stuff.
All right, so good.
Trust
So
me, I
5
know.
hours per week
Yeah.
for the person.
So how much are you looking to pay that person?
$15
Are you looking
an
at
hour.
minimum wage, $15 an hour?
I would go higher than that. To attract somebody.
How about we do
It's gonna be difficult for-
15 to
The other thing is she's
I don't
gonna
even know
have,
what
you
the
should
range
probably
is.
talk
I'll talk to her.
to her because she's gonna have a salary range.
Yeah, yeah, she knows what those
So
ranges
she
are.
probably has something, it might just be $15 to $17 an hour, it's depending on where the
Yeah, where
position
the-
falls in the range.
Yeah, yeah.
So $20 an hour
Salad.
for 5 hours a week
Yep.
is $5,600 a year.
And that might be at the high end of the range, the
Right.
$20. So, yeah, she might,
Do a little bit of your math in there, show her the math,
Yeah,
and she
yeah.
could be like, not 20.
Exactly, yeah, yeah.
or we can swing
Yeah,
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one day, we're talking about like office hours, 2 days a week, or office, let's kind of explore this a little bit. 5 hours a week, so 2 mornings,
So
is office hours?
from a my rec perspective, I will spend 1 hour a week replying to emails, maybe.
Yeah,
I will spend 1 hour a week going through my rec, just to make sure there's nothing that's necessary until we get to rental time.
Yep.
And then that is usually 4 or 5 hours of time total per quarter, like 3 times a year.
Mm.
And that's what I'm spending on my rack,
Right.
right?
So
Like,
how much time do you guys spend with hours and minutes and?
Well, it would be nice,
agendas?
the other part is, like,
How
if
long
if
do
we
you
have
guys
the
take?
time, if they came
How,
to the,
3 hours.
Really?
Yeah, no, that's
but
what
I'm
I'm
saying-
saying is
I
that
watched the
that's
stupid
part
YouTube
of
video,
the.
yeah, and they would come to the meeting
yeah.
and they'd clerk the meeting, so they would take down the minutes and then, set up the agenda, so.
So
I
you're all
think
gonna
that's-
have to tighten up these meetings.
yeah, we do not have short meetings.
You need to tighten
No,
up.
no, 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 I mean, if it's 2 hours a week,
they'll walk out during the middle of the meeting, my 5 hours are up.
But that would be, I would think that would be your plan. You would have them attend your meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would take your minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're gonna distribute them to you, so that
Yes.
the next meeting, you review them. That
Yes.
person will,
Yes.
that person will post your agenda, that person will post
Yes.
your approved minutes.
Yes.
You don't have to worry about going to IT, you don't have to, worry, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And that person can also pick up the phone, you know, like answer the phone, or if someone,
Yeah,
it's
be here
a
if
whole
there's-
new world.
Answer
of-
the emails that
Answer
you
the
have.
emails.
Yes.
It's a whole new world of the recreation department. You've actually got a voice and.
And I don't know if this is
It's
getting
presence.
too far ahead, but like there's a, sort of like a revolving workspace upstairs that
Excellent.
maybe that person can.
Temporary
Maybe you
taking.
have them do 5 hours a week, so every Thursday they're here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of
Or if
1
they're-
hour
yeah.
here and there, you might be luckier or have more luck getting someone who will do the 5 hours and then, instead of saying, oh, you can work an hour a day or.
No, to me, it's like you'd want to publish, that if you have an application or you want to make a payment, the office is open Tuesday.
This time to this time.
Tuesday and Thursday mornings for 2 hours. And maybe that's what it is, it's 9 to 11 on Tuesday and Thursday.
Can I make a suggestion, and Cindy, I'll defer to you. A while, about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, you came up with this job description.
I did.
Can we tighten it up, just so when that goes to Tracy's desk, we can say, here's what we're looking for.
I would
Here's-
actually include that.
That's what I'm saying,
Yes.
that's what
I would
I'm
include it
saying.
with your
So
budget.
send that to me, ASAP.
And it
No.
include,
Okay,
Find that and send it to you.
yeah, there we go.
and just add what we discussed it.
Yeah,
What the hell was it?
awesome.
You've got it right here, you can read
I
it.
do, I can.
He's like, I just spent 3 hours doing.
Instead of, I said recreation department, how about a community living or something like that? I was at the Salem Council on Aging, parking in the parking lot for Halloween.
Oh
And
my
they have
God, really?
They have a community life center. And it's a shared building between recreation
Salem.
and council on aging.
No.
No? Okay.
Is that one-
You know,
You're
the
gonna
things
have
we do for you.
you're gonna have a
You-
pickleball
All
court
those
that I
asks
wanna-
last year, we're like, sure,
And I say no.
I want to play on
You're
the
like,
pickleball court.
nope, not sharing nothing with
I'm
you
not calling it
guys.
the Life Center, the Newberry Life Center.
Alright, so,
Oh, so I wanna
Community
re-vote
life
about the council of aging using that 2
You
hours.
already voted yes.
Oh, this is the same thing,
alright,
or similar.
yeah.
Okay.
So, I wanna just make sure that we know who's doing what, right? Like,
Good thought.
I'm doing the fluff.
you were also doing the open
Took
space
pictures.
needs.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So you're doing open space and the town.
Yeah, the fluff, yeah.
Mary's working on the budget.
Yes.
I will get you numbers for the fluff.
Okay.
Yep, I think that that's the only things that we've,
Mary had said earlier, number one, Central Park improvements, list them. I actually just found the Huntress document, there's probably things on there that we kind of accepted the canoe launch, but.
So those are all long-term plans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but those are things that
Yeah.
we need to, do we need to add it to our budget so that we get it on the town meeting?
Different
Okay.
document.
Different document?
This was, I jumped to open space just to clarify, because.
Yeah, this is on open space stuff,
They
no.
had raised
Okay.
his hand.
No.
Now, asking for money for the walking trail, different.
Cool.
Yeah, and we may, well,
That would-
we,
let's,
that may be
Finish
A
something.
that.
special article.
Yeah.
is that a field improvement for soccer and lacrosse purposes, or is that just a field?
It may just be a special article that we have to get.
We make a special article.
And John, you were right, it was Eva, the town accountant. She might be able to help with the 3
With the
quotes.
business, yeah.
Yes, so your memory.
So she's probably looking at that very document that you were
Oh, yeah.
going through.
Yeah,
And Chris
I'm sure all
Huntress
the
may
time.
have that information too. Maybe not.
Question is, do we pay Chris Huntress, does he pick up the phone on retainer, or does he pick up the phone?
If we said to him, we want you to negotiate and get us prices on doing the trail around the fields, I think that would be, we would hire him because he would have to do elevations and exact locations, blah, 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 blah. He would end up giving us a price on what the general price would be, we'd have to ask a town meeting whether it's 150,000
Yeah, he
or
already did it.
300,000 or 60,000. And then he would send out the bids. It's like a whole process. And then he accepts the bids, and then if we have the money, then they go and do it.
Now, well, so wait a minute. His thing called for tier, I'm looking at that, we can check that one out. Walking trail, they got 525, 325 to 400,000.
That was his guesstimate.
That was his guesstimate. I'm just trying to see if he said anything about the surface.
Didn't seem to be.
That is,
Low.
but it's also like,
It's
you
not,
guys can start looking for grant,
I'm not sure that's,
Park
well, okay,
recreation grants, things like that.
all right.
Because if you go to town meeting and ask for $400,000,
Oh, it ain't gonna happen.
so, but if you go to town meeting and
I don't
say, we
use the
applied
word
for
aid.
these grants, blah, blah, blah.
Right, and we
Yeah,
can't
but I
get
think
this
this is- I
until
think
the
the first
Space
thing is-
Committee finishes their report, so I mean, that's,
I think that the part of the thing is that if we have a actual dollar amount, then we can take that dollar amount and start whittling away at it, however we do. Go to the bank, say, hey, we'll print this thing, if you wanna give us money for that, blah, 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 and then look for grants. And then we go to town meeting and say, hey, we need $150,000 for this trail. We've got a grant for $50,000. We've got people that are gonna do this, and, you know, probably, and it may come in lower, and people will be like, oh, okay, maybe not. But I think we could sell it.
So I did reach out to Tracy about that, and she did write first, you need to get a cost from Chris Huntress for the design and engineering through bid documents.
Okay,
Depending upon the amount, we could be asking for only that at the next town meeting, but this may require 2 phases, design and engineering, and then construction.
so we,
Once the engineering is completed, we'll have an estimated cost to bring forward at town meeting, is what she said.
so I guess the question is, at times she's paid for, the town has money for paying for those,
So I want to ask who's paying for Chris Huntress to do this?
because he asked, you know, if we want to go further on it. So if I get an okay on that, then I'll say, yeah, go ahead and do it, and we'll start the process.
Or do we ask for money for, to pay Chris Huntress?
Well, what we've lucked out before was the town had a certain budget for doing that kind of exploratory work. And she took care of it a couple times.
yeah.
And I don't know how they do it in accounting, whether,
What budget that comes out of?
Yeah.
It could be a certain.
yeah, and it might be
account
ours, yeah.
yeah.
But I don't know how it would, because, well, it's access to the fields, to the soccer fields and things like that. All that kind of stuff can be,
Right, and the path we kind of started down, and I was very encouraged by, and then we get shut down, you know, was, we can't maintain it, was can we do this very informally, like just and get everybody from town to go and walk around the field a couple of times and beat down the grass, and that becomes the walking path.
We
We're
have
abandoning that.
Cross-country team to do it.
yeah. I mean,
There you go.
I was in,
Leverage.
I think that the idea is that if we end up bringing to town meeting this proposal, Cindy's right, that having an asphalt or solid surface of some sort, we can sell it because people, it's more mobile to walk on that than on dirt or on stone.
Correct.
And so we can sell it on the community, the seniors,
The moms with baby carriages.
moms and baby carriages,
The
perfect.
kids on learning to ride their bike.
Bicycle.
It's a nice, that's a nice safe place to learn.
Yeah, safety. So,
All right.
all right, if you can find out that.
I just sent her that email.
Okay, great.
To see, what I asked her, just to be clear, I just asked her who pays for Chris Huntress. So that in your last conversation, Chris said, let me know if you want to move forward.
Yep, and then
So
I'll-
I'm saying, are we pulling
we
the trigger
okay?
on that?
Okay,
Like, so she'll probably get back to me tomorrow. I'll let you know.
awesome. And I think that Chris probably, if you take a look at the way he does things, those plans, you know, we asked for a basketball court, and he did this magnificent thing with stone and,
So I believe that's what she's saying, you need to get that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
we just
yeah.
need to know.
but we also
who's
gotta
paying him
know,
for
yeah,
that.
who's gonna pay for that,
Right.
yeah,
Got it,
all right.
all right, I will let you know.
Well,
Okay,
he's already done it.
Is this something that's gonna cost more than $10,000?
yes.
Yes.
I don't know the process, because the durability of it would be more than 5 years. I think it needs to go through capital planning for them to assess the need for it.
She'll let me know.
Yeah, then we go to
I
capital,
guess.
capital, does it save us from going to town meeting?
Yeah,
If they say no, then, yeah. There's room in there.
Sorry.
And David's right, that, you know, if we're gonna go for $300,000 or $400,000 to do something, the time is probably
Now,
as good as it's gonna be in the next 10 years, as
Yep.
the next couple of years.
yep.
Clear out Kentway, clear out Kentway.
Yeah,
Just open up the fields.
No, and I think that, additional line items with that, Trail Triton Complex to Central Street Field, we talked about that early, correct? And then one other thing that was on the additional line items or thoughts, I have been told that we can have that sign that has, you know, there's 2 4x4s that are out in front of the field, look really kind of crappy. There is a sign that has been painted and it's really good looking. It just needs a name change. And so I propose that tonight we pick a name to go on that and the town will have it painted on there. And I was thinking that it's Central Street, so something to do with Central Street. I know John likes Central Park. Mark likes Central Street recreational area, but we have to figure out something that will fit on a sign.
Or fit it onto what's currently existing there.
No, the posts are already there, the posts are,
It's
the
not the
sign is
post.
down.
Yeah.
The sign was already made years ago.
Yeah, we paid for it.
Indicating basically just the use of the fields, Mantor Field. Now that we have a basketball court, a playground, other stuff happening, that would sort of be misleading because it's not Mantor Fields anymore, fields being plural. It's more of more activities, and that's what we're trying to go for with the field house, with the yoga there, the ping pong, pickleball.
Playground,
Yeah,
all
so
that
it's
stuff.
more appropriate. I do have an objection, because this was a problem that people had with the original name to it, was that the recreation committee at that time, none of us was on it, made the decision what it's going to be, and then pushed it through the 3 members of the recreation, of the select board. And I personally have an objection that a name like that should, there should be a better process, and that's not for us to decide, it's for the select board. I've said to them a long time ago, 5 years ago, a better way to do it. That being said, I prefer to have a recreational area, because it encompasses more of the stuff. Park sounds too.
So recreational area?
No.
Central Street Recreational Area. So the original name, the formal name of it on the applications had been the Central Street Recreational Environmental Resource Area.
Oh, wow.
Well, a large part of it is.
The small font, we got the ×7.
Yeah, so that's,
Well, I was just saying we get a QR code. So if you want to know the name, just go up there. I mean.
My thought is if it's more than 3 words, everybody's gonna call it Mantor Fields.
100%.
Well,
So,
yeah,
like-
the Google Maps calls it one thing, and Apple Maps calls it something. One calls it Mantor Fields, one calls it Central Street.
Yeah. So like we can rename it whatever we want, but like I would suggest
Keep it
it's
simple.
I would suggest it's 2 words.
I like Mark's idea only, and
Or 3.
I was thinking something small underneath saying, you know, whatever the name is we pick.
Yeah.
And then underneath said, you know, so-and-so recreational area.
Newbury.
But I think that we should stay with Central Street something, because it's Central Street.
Yeah, it should be Central Street Park,
Yeah.
in my opinion, but I don't care.
So let's,
'Cause
let's,
to your point,
let's,
three less is more.
so Central Street Park is one
Central Green.
John likes
Central Park.
Central Park.
I want the horse carriages. Romantic price.
We're gonna put Tavern on the Greens over there.
Pub?
Well, then I'm in now.
Yeah.
Central Street Fields.
I do like Central Green. Let's see.
So is 3 gonna turn off people? If we have 3 names, Central Street or,
It's better than if we go with like Central Street Recreational Facility area,
Yeah,
that's like Shield, right? Like from
that's too
Marvel.
much, that's what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Are
But
you
what do you,
saying, Central Green, is that your,
Central Green was an idea.
Central
Central
Green?
Street or Central Street Greens?
My belief is that people, if we're gonna do street on the sign, if we're gonna just put street on the sign, I say we just do the
ST.
ST rather
Yeah,
than street.
absolutely.
Because if we do Central Street all written out, then they're gonna think it's 3 words, but if they do just do ST, I feel like they're gonna bring it
It'll
all.
be like
it'll-
one word, Central
it-
Street's one word.
Central Street's one word, exactly.
Yes.
And so I feel like that would get people to be more open to the idea of Central Street
Good point.
Field, Central Street Park, whatever. I would say avoid actually writing out street.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because,
There's-
again, less is more.
So-
There's a philosophy, like from a naming perspective, I can't remember what it is, but if it's over 3 syllables,
Yeah.
it always gets shortened to like RecCom
Yeah.
versus Recreation Committee. It's
Yeah.
like, no, like,
No one's, yeah, and no one's gonna
It's-
call it that, they're just gonna call it Mansfield, because it's.
So, we have Central Park, we have Central Field, but I think that kind of goes back, the thing about the fields, I like that idea, but the thing about that, it kind of goes back to, just the fields.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're replacing it, we're not. Central Green, is it Central Green or Greens, or what was the thought there?
I think just green singular.
Yeah.
sure.
Because we have an upper green and a lower green.
Yeah.
And now we've got a Central.
We'll say the other green. Not to be confused with the other lower, the middle green.
Just another, that would be fun.
You could probably get away from Central too and go like Newbury recreational area.
No, but we want to keep Central, because that's the idea of it.
If you
Because
go
it's
next to
Central
Newbury
Street.
recreational area, it's gonna be Manchester Fields.
Or
Yeah.
worse yet, you're going up to New Hampshire or Newbury Park in California. Yeah.
Or Newbury, UK. Just saying.
Yeah.
I've
All right.
wound up there.
I'm gonna put my,
Have you? Yeah.
I'm gonna put my vote.
Salisbury and Amesbury.
Yeah, in
also
Newbury,
respect
exactly.
Newbury.
I respect your
Because I've
opinion.
done it, it's like, why am I in?
I'm gonna put my vote in, and I know it's kind of, I like Central Park, I'm sorry.
Is it Central Park or
You
How
don't
about
like
Central
that?
Street Park?
What do you think?
I like Central Green, I think that's,
I like Central Green.
but I'm not a voting member, so.
What do you think?
Do we have to decide it now?
Well, we could, I'm game for putting this on and on and on, but it would be nice just to do it. But
Let's think about it and put it at the next meeting. And we, that way we can-
So there's no pressure right now.
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Y'all
No,
can
it's fine.
sleep on it.
I like Central
I'm
Green.
coming around it. How about
I-
Central Street Green?
Green, is it a singular?
Green singular.
It's upper green and lower green.
No, it was Central Green.
I like Central Green.
I like Central Green. My 2 cents with Central Park is it's just gonna be New York. That's
Right.
No one-
that's
and
the
no
best
one's
way.
gonna call it Central
It's not a
Park.
little
It's no-
slice of
No
heaven.
one's calling it Central Park. It's like when
Yeah,
they
it's-
changed the garden to the
yeah.
Fleet Center. No
I
one
have-
called
I
it the
have
Fleet
to-
Center.
Like, everyone just calls it garden. Exactly. Like, people
Got
are
it.
people are
If I
if
had-
you're gonna
if I
look it up,
had-
they're gonna find New York.
Starting now, it's the
Just
fault.
can't give
It's
it.
the garden.
All right, I
But
like
it's
Central
at
Green.
least TV called it TV
Yeah,
garden. Yeah.
not the Fleet Center.
Not the Fleet Center. It's like, no one called it
Yeah,
the Fleet Center.
He's lucky they can't read small writing.
Let me do one thing.
So you want to vote on it tonight, or you want to wait until the next meeting? I fall in love with Central Green.
I'll go with
Do it
Central
now.
Green.
Central Green.
Do it now.
Central Green.
Yeah, Central
I
Green.
make a motion.
Well, the motion's being
Someone-
made.
someone-
I never make a motion.
You
Let's
make a motion there, Mary.
Who seconded it? I'm making a motion to select the name of our recreational area on Central Street so that we have a consistent naming convention that the community will embrace.
And the name would be?
I think we want to call it Central Green.
I second that. Any discussion on it? All right, so all in favor?
Aye.
All right, so what will happen is I will take this and pass it on to the powers that be.
It was the select board, right?
Maybe,
Okay.
maybe,
Okay.
maybe not. I'm not sure.
It's in your hands now.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
And you're very excited.
the bottom line is I want to get those signs up there. I definitely want to get those
So
signs.
are you sending that to Tracy, or where do you send that? When you say powers that be, or is that a
Tracy.
secret?
Tracy. I'll send them to Tracy, and Tracy will figure out what to do.
If it goes to
And-
the select board or whatever.
Yeah, and if not, she'll just have it painted. It's already, like, we've been thinking about this.
Are these those signs
Yep.
that were in the field house, the
Yep.
green signs?
Yep,
Yeah.
and those
Because it
things
had,
peel
it
off.
said Mantor Field, right? And then there was a few underneath it.
Yep, and those
So
are.
what do those say?
Those are
were actually the teams that played.
the clubs back then.
Yeah.
Oh,
But we don't need those.
no. So you're just
I
doing the
remember
big
there
ones.
was like a wider ones and then below
Yep.
And the small narrow ones with the different clubs.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah, yeah.
If they need to be
It was
replaced,
almost
a
like-
new club would have to buy their own.
the, we
to
could
put it
probably
in.
get like nine words in there. that
We
would
could
have-
also probably charge for that.
Sponsored
Ooh,
by,
sponsorship.
Ooh.
sponsored by Rusty Can.
Sure.
Sure. Or
Sully.
the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Institute of Savings Park.
Ooh.
No.
There's our 400,000
There's our
right there.
$400,000
Green,
for the
it's
walking trail.
Institute of Savings Green.
They might like that, savings green,
Oh.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. All right, so.
I'll throw it out and hopefully it will stick.
No, I like
And
it.
it-
Listen, it was unanimous here.
From my point of view, it would be great to have something up there instead of those 2 4x4s that just sit there.
It deserves.
Yeah,
It deserves to be
because the place is
recognized
beautiful.
as such.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need something to welcome people.
Yeah, yep,
And maybe we can get trees on it.
yeah, that's another thing. All right, I'm sorry for making this thing go so long.
Yeah, it's on you, dude.
Yep, confirmation date of next meeting. Are we already set on that? Is that like in January?
No,
December 1st.
Did we decide who's going to the 18th?
I will not be here
open
December 1st.
space?
Oh, that's a good point.
David's gonna have to go to the
Open space?
because he's writing the open space needs.
So you're going the 18th, Dave?
I'll go with David too.
Okay.
On the 18th? Hang on one second, let me just put that down.
I just
Sorry.
want to make certain that you're aware before
It's not going
we
away.
high five and get out of here on a high.
Alright, I'm pulling numbers. David's writing open space needs, David's writing year in review, Mary's writing budget requests.
I'm looking
David's,
for the job
David and John are
description.
going to open space meeting. Am I missing takeaways?
Dave is sending the name.
Dave is sending name. Okay.
I got one more thing before we adjourn. I had a request to move the mural into the field house.
Oh, I almost made it. Okay.
What was the question?
Move the mural into the field house, like against the
So-
wall.
I already, just from my perspective,
Yeah.
and again, I'm not a voting member here,
Yeah.
but we are already cramped in yoga class.
Yeah,
So where would you want to put that?
it would be, you take the feet off and attach it to the wall. I'm not a big fan because
Like a
yoga
vision
does
aspect,
use that wall.
It's a nice
Oh, that's
space
a
right
good
there.
spot right there.
That is occupied?
We'll switch.
We'll switch. We'll put that in the field house.
The
You're
library,
taking my TV?
Up there.
Up there, there's.
Why not
That
the
is-
ceiling at
listen,
this
There
point?
is something to be said for open space on your walls.
we have open space. The library has not asked for it to be moved, but I think it's time for it to move.
If it fits in the wall, why not? If it's okay with you guys, well, it's not gonna throw out the.
How thick is it?
That's the thing, is it gonna
It's-
stick out from the wall?
Well,
Yes.
Look at
there's
Yeah.
a wainscot there, probably 4 foot, so it's gonna be very close, or it's gonna be the width of the wainscot.
That also goes pretty high on the wall.
Well, it's 4 by 8 sheet of plywood.
Yeah, so it's 48 inches wainscoting, I don't know how high they cut that.
Wainscot is probably right at,
But that's not wasted.
actually, you know what?
It's up.
Where am I? I had my hands.
The wainscoting's up?
I'm still.
Can we ask DPW if they can store
Yeah,
it?
48 inches
That's
is
5
right
foot
here.
straight
You
up.
can store it.
They can put it in the, I mean, as far as I'm
Underneath?
concerned, we put it in the garage.
You're talking about that space underneath, that storage space. That's a garage. is
That's
it?
I'm
the
not gonna
garage,
mention
yeah.
this.
We could put it along the wall of the garage and have it outside. And you can't go on the porch, which would kind of make sense too, because it's too high for the windows. Along the side of the building would be nice, so we just stick it in the garage. I'm not very excited about
Is
putting
it-
it inside.
Is it waterproof?
It's been out.
It's painted 4x8 plywood,
I mean,
so yes.
we could put it, can we put it on the basketball side of the house? That space?
I would say so.
Do you want to attach something to that building?
On a
What
basketball.
if they do another mural next year, then what are you doing?
Well,
Are you gonna cover the field house with murals?
No.
Well, what we can do is
No.
store it for the winter, when the weather is not inclement, we can put it out like it was for Byfield days, Newberry days. And if they paint a new one, or they can
Paint over it.
over it, and here's a new one. And then we keep it up for the summer, fall, and if we put it in.
Perfect.
I just don't think you're gonna want to attach that.
I don't think
You know
it
what?
needs to be a permanent.
I don't think we want your input in this, because you wouldn't let us put it there, so.
We had a solution.
I'm not a voting member, I'm just giving my.
You know what? Tracy shot me down last week when I said in town hall, and you just, she was very efficient. No.
Okay, so, no.
All right, you learn quick.
I like your garage,
You gotta,
Do you like a garage?
and then bringing it out, like
Bring
Mark
it
said.
out.
yeah, I think Mark's.
And then that
Mark's-
gives them the option that you don't have to buy another piece of wood, right? They just
We
paint
paint
it,
over it like many artists would do and
start over.
start over.
So you're gonna let them know that?
Yeah, John.
I'll figure it
They-
out.
they
Of course,
like
then
John.
one
They like
of
John.
those
They
things will
thank
be
That's how you earn
future
it.
band
That's how you
or
earn it.
whatever.
Yeah.
Spin it off and get to the original.
Did
Yeah,
you take a picture of that?
It did
Why
not.
don't you take a picture of it?
I was just
that's
doing stuff.
so the next meeting
Add that to
is
the warmer fuzzies?
December what?
December 1st, did someone say that?
Yes.
I'm not gonna be here, so.
No, I don't think it's December 1st. Is it December 1st?
December
It was
1st.
December.
That's
It
what
was
I have,
December.
December
Oh,
1st,
okay.
6:30. And the January one I have on.
I don't believe I'm here that day either. Just so you guys know, they can't be here,
Okay.
so you have to do it upstairs.
Wait, when's Thanksgiving's really late, right?
It's the 27th.
2 days before, 3 days before that.
I'm not making December 1st.
All right. So
I'm out for like the next 6 Mondays.
All right. Should we move to the Wednesday?
Wednesdays,
Actually, I'm
I
not here on the first either.
All right. So
So we
the
can
first
do
is that?
first. All right. I will let
Is the
Corbett-
Wednesday good?
I could do the 3rd.
I can do the 3rd.
John? Dave?
I'm gone.
Gone. Okay. John? Matt?
I could do the 3rd. What are we working on?
I
Is there
think I'm
anything-
okay on the 3rd.
Is there
Well,
anything
we-
essential?
Is all this
We
gonna
need
be
to
done?
report on the open
We
space
need the
stuff.
open space stuff.
All the stuff that we're trying to do right
The
now, we
budget
need to
stuff?
report back on.
Yeah, the budget stuff, we have to do that. We have to come
I
back.
think we gotta do it before then, then.
No, but you're gonna meet up with the open space on the 18th.
Yes,
And then on the subsequent meeting in December, we need to chat about what we've,
is that too late, Cindy?
What is her
I thought it was
deadline?
November 17th, I thought.
I think the deadline for that annual town report,
Yeah.
that you don't need to discuss anymore.
No, we don't.
Because you've talked about
Yeah,
everything, so you should feel confident that he's gonna submit.
yeah, I did that last year.
so this is due the 17th.
Is that what she wrote to you in your email, on the
I-
budget documents?
I don't know.
November
It says here,
21st.
I encourage you to no later than November 21st.
Yeah.
So this is all that I'm submitting, right?
What you could do, Dave, as the chair, is say, we discussed it at this meeting, just want to discuss it again at our next meeting on December 3rd, is it okay that we submit it then? If not, then I guess you could email everybody a special meeting request, can you do that?
Wait a second.
Why
slow down.
why
I think
can't I
we
just
already-
fill
I
this
think
out
we've
and give it to
agreed.
her?
Are you confident with what's going on there?
Yeah, totally
Then
confident.
just do it.
Yeah,
Then you don't have to
yeah.
discuss that at the
No,
next meeting.
no.
No, but
already
we just
discussed
want a
it
quick
tonight.
update
Yeah.
that it's been done, yada, yada, yada.
No, then just submit it.
Yeah,
Can I throw one more item out, if this really is the last chance we got? In the expense area, we were just gonna say something like expenses.
510, great.
Do we want to put something in there like instructors?
Not yet, because
That would
unless,
be under your.
unless there's under salary.
I think there's two different things. I think one is an
Rental.
employed person that we would have, and that we employed by the town, and the instructor would be a contracted worker to come in to do pickleball.
Shooting drills for basketball, we'll keep
Yeah.
pickleball out of it, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'll ask where that should go.
And the whole reason for, yes, all right, if you're gonna ask, that's fine, because what I really want is the ability to apply a fee against that line item. Like, we charge $10 for a basketball clinic, that the money that we collect can be
She said that the
applied.
money that we collected,
And that's, I
that
just
was
wanna make sure
mentioned
that goes
definitely.
through, because and it's a pickleball thing, I think we could get Sanjay to do a lesson for an advanced player, and just, you charge $10 for the program.
I'll ask.
And I think that would fly. And again, it's the act of getting us to the point where we've spent some money and collected money.
Yep.
To give to game.
Yeah,
Yeah, understood.
so if you could ask that, I would,
Yeah, that would be interesting to find out if he did that professional pickleball thing, and a guy coming in.
professional ping pong guy,
Well, no.
really cool.
Yeah, an instructor, and you charge $10, and you have 5 people that show up.
Yeah.
That's $50, right? So now we have income coming in. Does that mean that we can now spend $150 on something just because we have income coming in?
So if you had, are you talking about if you had a tournament or whatever, or you had a clinic?
Clinic,
That's a
yeah.
good idea,
So whatever you pull in for that, you can use that money to pay that instructor.
yes.
Yes,
So yes,
yes, but then we'd also, the instructor charges $10 for that hour, or whatever.
Or if
and
charges
So
40,
we
now
have-
we're, now
we
we're
have
10
surplus.
bucks.
But we have plus $10 that we've given to the town, so we're bringing in income into the town. Does that mean that we can go to our $50,000 and take out
No,
3,000?
No.
No.
But what you can do is that $150 that came in, you pay your $10 to the instructor, and you use the rest for the, whatever equipment you need for that.
Yeah, I'm just,
I believe it was different. As long as we were making money and the fees that we were bringing in, that 50,000 budget was for supporting any of our renters. And any of the
So your
things that were,
soccer
that,
and your lacrosse that are giving you money,
yep,
you can use those funds that help them. So your water bubbler,
sure,
those kids are gonna benefit from it.
yeah.
but,
But what I'm saying is, we don't make $50,000 from that group.
No,
We make about 17.
but
So the
you're
fact that
maintaining
we,
the fields,
yeah,
the field house, you're,
yeah, but what I'm saying is, the way that Tracy explained it was, that 50,000 is to support any benefit of any of our renters, which,
you're pulling money in from,
that are paying renters.
so you're receiving rent,
Yep.
payment from soccer teams, lacrosse
Yep.
teams.
But that's what John is saying, is if we start to figure out how to make money from
Programs.
the programs,
I
then we
don't
can
think
s-
it's from that $50,000.
No, well, no,
well-
because it's not, no, and I think you're either saying the same thing or I'm saying the wrong thing. It's not sports related, but didn't we get to the point where if we don't spend the 50, it rolls into the pot?
so
Yeah, it goes in the
there's a different pot
Okay,
that
Yeah.
we
Okay.
cannot touch without.
unless we go to town.
Town.
okay, I think all right, I
So,
think I'm
the-
on board with that.
This is my understanding, and this is probably just splitting the proverbial hair. My understanding is that the 50K has to do with maintaining the structure as is. If we start to get money in from basketball, then we can make some outlay from that 50.
yeah,
Yeah,
But
That's
it has
exactly-
to go back, not like an instructor.
yes, so water, like
Yes.
shading,
Capital.
Shape,
yes.
But an instructor
No,
is in a different line.
yeah, I'm just like,
Yeah,
if we
yeah.
start to make money from something like pickleball or
Yeah.
that.
Basketball.
or
If we had-
Then a shading structure for that area could come out of
Yeah.
that 50.
That's my
Yes, yeah.
understanding, yes, but not. an
Not
instructor.
structure, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So
the
then
one
we're
that
on
kind
the
of
same
surprised
page.
me was that she didn't think that covered the playground. Like, the playground was not.
Because the playground isn't technically
Making money.
money.
Yeah, it's not soccer.
Are you
or
charging
basketball.
people to
Play.
go across the,
Yeah,
Via their taxes.
Only on the zip line. Yeah.
But you could, in theory, you might be able to swing something, I think Mark had mentioned earlier, that, if it's really sunny outside and there's a shade structure, the soccer and lacrosse people will be using
Oh,
that
it's safe. It benefits
to
the
cool down
program,
and stuff like
absolutely.
that.
It's
So,
just like the Buffalo would.
yeah. So, all right, I think, are we
December
good?
3rd.
December 3rd, 6:30, you're not here, Cindy?
I'm probably not gonna be here, so you guys are gonna have
Okay,
to
so
make sure that that room
upstairs.
is available upstairs.
I will definitely not be here. Well, I mean, you never know.
Well, you're down on the aisle.
she doesn't
I
vote,
will
she
be in
doesn't
the
vote.
house.
I don't count towards your corner.
So
Okay.
I'll be here.
You as well.
And you'll be here, right?
For
I will.
which day?
Wednesday.
Third, I should be fine.
Okay.
And so we'd have to.
Yeah.
And if we have upstairs, someone else is going to bring snacks for you guys, and I will not be here to bring snacks.
I'll go see Kathy during the day.
You'll come fill your pockets.
Yeah.
Hey Kathy, what's that sign outside? Does that say?
What
Kent
time?
Street Green?
6:30.
6:30.
And what time do you calling it?
No, no.
All right, everyone good? Can I call this meeting?
Yes.
I call the meeting ending at 8:21 PM. All in favor?
Aye.
Done. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Yay.